Today we are going to learn how to do the herringbone double crochet stitch. What you need is some yarn, a hook, and some scissors. Once you have all of these, let's head up to the table and get started. See you guys soon. So what is nice about this stitch is that you don't need a multiple, you just need any amount, and then you just add 2 at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and chain 12. But you guys can choose whatever amount that you want, and just remember to add 2 at the end. And I will meet you back to start the herringbone double crochet stitch. For the herringbone double crochet stitch, we are going to count our chain 2, 1, 2, that we added at the end of our foundation row as a herringbone double crochet stitch. To start our first real one, we're just going to yarn over, skip the first 2 chains, and work into the back bump of that third chain stitch. So just yarn over, pull up a loop, you should have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to stop and pull through that first loop. We're then going to yarn over and pull through that second loop. You should still have 2 loops on your hook. To finish it off, we're just going to yarn over and pull through those last couple of loops. And you have just completed your first real herringbone double crochet. To continue, we're just going to yarn over, insert our hook through that next loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook still. Pull through that first one. You should now have 2. Yarn over, pull through. You should still have 2 loops on your hook. And then yarn over and pull through the last couple. And you will notice that your herringbone stitches are starting to slant towards the hook, and that is okay because that is how it is supposed to look like. And you're just going to repeat that all the way down the row. So I'll do it one more time and then I'll let you guys go. So yarn over, go through that back bump. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. You should still have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through that second one. Yarn over, pull through. You should still have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. And there we go. So I'll meet you back at the end of the row. You're going to finish our row by yarning over and working into that last bump with the knot. So just yarn over, go into that last bump, and just take your time, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Just remember, you want to go through that first loop, then yarn over, go through that second loop, yarn over, and go through that third loop. And there is the herringbone double crochet stitch row. Every row will start with a chain of 2. So chain 2, and we are going to turn our work. Now because our chain 2 at the beginning counts as a herringbone double crochet stitch, we are not going to work into this first stitch. We are going to work into the second stitch. So just yarn over, go into that second stitch, and do a herringbone double crochet. Just remember to go through those last 2 loops, and don't worry about it slanting, because that is the nature of the stitch, and it creates a really cool zigzag sort of pattern after you've done a few rows. So just repeat this all the way until the end of the row. And I'll meet you back and show you how to work into the top of that last 2 chains. I will see you guys soon. To finish the row and to make it look like it has a nice, clean, crisp edge, we're just going to yarn over and work into that last chain 2. The top of the chain 2 that we did at the very beginning of row 1. So just take your hook, yarn over, and go through that last chain. And I like to go through the back too, just so that it has a sturdier grip on it. So just pull through. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And that is what your herringbone double crochet looks like. It looks really cool because it's got this little zigzaggy pattern going through. To continue on with our little swatch, we just want to remember 2 things. Firstly, you need to remember that every row starts with a chain of 2. You need to flip your work and work our herringbone double crochet stitch into the second stitch of the row, because our chain 2 counts as our first herringbone double crochet stitch. And the second thing that you need to remember is that when you are finishing the row, we need to make sure to work a herringbone double crochet stitch into the top of the chain 2 that we did at the previous row. Well, that would just throw off our stitch count. So I'll meet you guys back at the end of this 3rd row to show you what I mean. And you should still have a total of the number of stitches that you did at the beginning of your row. So for me, I should still have a total of 12 herringbone double crochet stitches. Just remember, at the end of every row, you should have 2 chains left to work into. So these 2 chains right here. And you want to work into the top of that chain 2. So just yarn over, go through the middle of your wish, pull up a loop, and work your last herringbone double crochet stitch in there. You should still have the same number of herringbone stitches that you made at the beginning of your first row. So now that we've done a few rows, this is what the herringbone stitch looks like. And I think it is really cool with the way that it slants that way, and then it slants this way, and then it slants that way again. So I hope you guys have enjoyed learning this stitch with me, and I hope to see you all very soon. Goodbye!